What's going on, Stim Junkies? High Stim Ace here. And in case you can't tell, I'm pretty hopped up right about now. Just got back from the gym running this crazy fat burner from Blackstone Labs, a company that I'm really starting to love and appreciate. This here is called Arson, and this is what we call a semi-proprietary blend, meaning it's going to disclose the ingredients but not tell you the exact dosages for everything. I ran this one for the past week and a half or so at various dosages, played around with it, ran it once as a daily type of fat burner, ran it the other 3 or 4 times as a pre-workout, combining it with a pump formula, ran it on its own once for a crazy cardio session, and today I did pair 2 capsules. That's right, guys, 2 caps, which I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, honestly, but I paired 2 caps with a pump formula, and man, I'm hopped up right now, in case you couldn't tell already. So let's discuss this pre-workout, guys, this fat burner, whatever you want to call it. It's a versatile product from my good friends over at Blackstone Labs. This is Arson. Okay, guys, so you know High Stim Ace is all about the illicits, all about the crazy, insane fat burners, and you know you got my attention when you're putting 2-amino and arayogenesis on a fat burner, so I know it's not just going to make me sweat, it's not going to only provide that thermogenic effect, it's also going to get me buzzing and excited and really make me embrace the cardio session, because you guys know cardio sucks, let's be honest. I personally like lifting weights. I love pumping iron. I love feeling strong. I love getting the pump. Cardio, I got to do it, guys. I'm trimming, I'm cutting, I'm recomping. I got to do cardio. In general, cardio is good for you. It's good for your heart, which is the biggest muscle in your body, guys. All right. So you want to have the ultimate pump. You got to pump the heart. You got to get the blood flowing through the rest of your body. So cardio is important. And I know I need assistance when it comes to doing cardio because I don't like doing it. I'll be honest. I don't enjoy it. Other than bicycling outdoors on a nice day and feeling the breeze against me, that is the only cardio I enjoy doing. That and swimming. Everything else I just don't enjoy. Walking on the treadmill is boring. Walking on the elliptical, boring. Stationary bike, boring. But it's got to be done, guys. So this is where fat burner products such as this one come in handy. Yeah, this is the tub here. Very simple, very easy. Nothing too fancy on here, but let me tell you, it's all about the contents of this little guy right over here, because big things do indeed come in small packages. So let's break down this label, and I'm going to tell you about my crazy experience with the Arson fat burner. All right, guys, Arson from Blackstone Labs. It claims extreme fat burning, extreme energy, and powerful weight loss. Directions: take 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule in the afternoon. Do not exceed 3 capsules daily. I wouldn't dare take 3 capsules daily, definitely not at the same time. I've taken 2 at the same time, and that experience had me hopped up for about 12 hours. We're going to talk about that in a moment, guys. You do have the warning label over here for you guys that care about that, but you guys want to know what's actually in this product here, right? So we're going to talk about it. The directions would imply that you could take this as a daily kind of fat burner. It says take 1 in the morning and then take 1 in the afternoon. So that would imply you can take it as a daily type of fat burner to curb your appetite, give you a little bit of mood elevation, energy, and whatnot, right? Anything you're looking for in a fat burner. So I've taken this as a daily fat burner once. I did take the 1 cap in the morning, 1 in the afternoon to kind of test it out on a work day. So serving size is 1 capsule, and you're getting 60 in here. So great value for money right off the bat. 60 caps is really good. So it is broken down into 2 sections here, 2 categories, if you will. The first one being proprietary fat burning blend, and the second one is Citrus RX proprietary lipolytic blend and Arson thermogenic blend, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. So we're going to start with the proprietary fat burning blend, which comes in at 453 milligrams. We're getting arayogenesis extract, yielding N-menthol B-phentylamine and whatever menthylamine. A lot of menthylamines in here, okay? But essentially arayogenesis, the first ingredient. So that's going to provide a good mood elevation right off the bat. You guys are in a cut. You're not ingesting a lot of calories. You're miserable. You're hungry. You may be cranky. So right off the bat, the arayogenesis is going to take care of that good mood and put you in a positive headspace, which is very important for you guys on a diet. Caffeine anhydrous is the second ingredient. We don't know how much caffeine we're getting in here, but I'm assuming it can't be more than 150 or 200 milligrams because the entire prop blend is 453. So say you're getting about 100, 150 from the araya, then it can't be all that much more from the caffeine because we do have a few other ingredients in here. After caffeine, we are getting 2-amino isoheptane HCl, also known as DMHA. So I'm assuming it's a very light amount of DMHA, probably like 75 milligrams. Again, guys, this is just based off the math that's running in my head. I don't actually know how much of each ingredient's in here. This is a proprietary blend, but based on the label, based on how many ingredients we have for this little prop blend, I'm assuming it can't be more than like 75, 80 milligrams of DMHA. We got theobromine anhydrous coming in next, green tea 98% extract, and that's it. That is the first category in here. And now we're going to go into the second category, Citrus RX proprietary lipolytic blend and Arson thermogenic blend. So this is where the fat burning properties are supposed to come in, right? 148 milligrams for this section of the blend. Citrus Nat Sudii Hayata extract fruit. Not sure what that is. I'm sure it has some fat burning properties. Citrus Juno Cibia X Tanica extract fruit. I don't know what the hell that is. Citrus Limonium extract. Citrus Citrus Aruntium extract fruit. I am butchering this right here, but apparently it does provide 25 milligrams of synephrine alkaloids. Got some cayenne pepper for the sweating. Yohimbine extract bark, really, really good. You know that yohimbine bark is going to get you sweating, give you a little bit of sense of urgency. And speaking of sense of urgency, you're also getting alpha yohimbine in here. My God, guys, hopefully not too much alpha yo. We're going to talk about the alpha yo experience, guys. Definitely stay tuned for the effect section. I'll tell you what I think about the alpha yo in here. We got grains of paradise, and lastly, black pepper extract to bring it all together for the absorption purposes. All right, guys, before High Stim Ace reviews the Arson Fat Burner Pre-Workout, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow Stim junkie or someone who's desperately in need of a cut. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, guys, so let's talk about Arson, the fat burner from Blackstone Labs. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this one. The label's interesting. Granted, the second half of the label, there's a lot of ingredients I'm not familiar with. It looks like to be a lot of citrus extract, so that's supposed to help with curbing your appetite a little bit. I know that the grapefruit extracts do that and other citrus extracts as well. You got that naturally sourced synephrine to help with the sweats, yohimbine bark extract to help with stimulation, curb your appetite, and of course, alpha-yo for that crazy energy stimulation. And boy, do you get a lot of energy on this one. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, start off with one capsule, not two, guys, one capsule, because 2 caps is a crazy over-the-top experience that's going to have you physically and mentally stimulated for hours on end. So this here is a product that I like to refer to as a creeper, meaning it takes a while for it to build up. You're going to take the capsule and you're really not going to feel all that much for like 30-35 minutes, if I'm being honest. Usually when you're taking something with a Raya, DMHA, you're going to feel something within at least 10-15 minutes, but not the case here. For whatever reason, it takes a while for this one to hit. Every time I took it took it about 40-45 minutes to really start hitting. And that's where the temptation might come in. The first time I took it, I did take 1 capsule, went to the gym, took 1 capsule, didn't feel it. And 20 minutes later, I took a second one. And let me tell you guys, this was at about 3:30 in the afternoon. It started hitting at about 4:15. And when I say this thing hit me up until midnight and even past midnight, because I literally couldn't fall asleep. I had such mental stimulation until like 2 in the morning. I couldn't fall asleep, even with a sleep aid. So be careful. Don't take 2 caps late in the day. Start off with 1 to assess your tolerance. Give it time to build up. This is a creeper. It's going to take it 40-45 minutes, maybe even more to build up. So definitely do not underestimate this capsule here. This is going to smack you once it comes in. You're going to get a good amount of energy, not too crazy right off the bat, but this one's a builder. So again, if you're taking this, if you're stacking this with a non-stim pre-workout or with a pump formula, and you want this to be your source of energy and stimulation, make sure to calculate beforehand and take it about 40 minutes before your training session. Once you're going to get in a couple of those reps and sets in, the whole package is going to start coming together. You're going to start sweating. The yohimbine and the alpha-yo is going to start doing its thing, and you're going to be very stimulated. You're going to have a little bit of that fight or flight going, and it's going to have you sweating and pushing hard and super motivated. So this here could definitely be used as a pre-workout, especially if you're like me, you hit the weights for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, and then you try to do 30 minutes of cardio, whatever it may be. This here is a great option. You could definitely stack it with a non-stim pre-workout to give you the pumps. And, you know, if you're want to supplement it with focus ingredients such as L-tyrosine or whatever, you can take one of those loaded non-stim pre-workouts, or heck, you can even pair it with their hyper-loaded pump formula. It works really well together. I did run that combination, really enjoyed it. But man, the 2-cap dose is definitely no joke. I've taken 2 caps together in the past and also paired it with a pump formula. I'm telling you, I was stimulated until past midnight, like 8, 9, 10 hours later, I was still hopped up. And I had the droopy nose from the alpha-yo, had a little bit of the anxiety going. So 2 caps is very serious. And again, I could understand taking 1 capsule 20 minutes later, you're not feeling much and you're tempted to take another one. But be careful, guys. Give it even up to an hour to build in your system, because this thing is a perfect balance, but it is really, really strong. Don't underestimate it. You're going to get a mental stimulation from that Araya genesis. The DMHA is definitely present. It's not a massive amount, but it brings the entire package together. It's not a crazy caffeine bomb, which I like. You're not going to feel a crazy elevated heart rate, but there is a sense of urgency with this one. Get shit done kind of energy. It makes the cardio feel much easier. It makes it feel like it's passing by faster. I was actually able to do 45 minutes on the elliptical with 16 resistance, and I didn't even feel it. I had the music in. It was pretty aggressive music, but I was on that elliptical. I was going, and I felt great. The sweating is definitely present and prominent, and it curbs your appetite. It definitely does curb your appetite. So in terms of being a well-rounded fat burner, man, this is a good product. You can't go wrong with Arson. This is a good semi-illicit kind of fat burner. I wouldn't call this the purest DMHA I ever had, and the Araya is probably there like 80 to 100 milligrams as well. Again, it's hard to tell, it's hard to gouge with these proprietary blends, but just based on the amount of ingredients and which one comes first, I'm guessing the Araya is there no more than 100 milligrams, maybe 80, whatever. But this thing really works well. It gets the job done. It gets you stimulated. But I'll tell you one thing. Despite on the bottle here saying you could take one in the morning and one in the afternoon, I wouldn't run this one as a daily fat burner. That's just me, guys. If you're taking this and you're working at an office, by a desk, or you're driving or whatever, I wouldn't take this one as a daily fat burner. It's not that it's going to really make you sweat, but it's going to get you really hopped up. And if you have to deal with people or you're stuck in traffic, it might piss you off a little bit. So I would skip out on this one as far as a daily fat burner goes. But when it comes to training, you guys want to hit the weights and then you want to go do some cardio, you want to go to the sauna after to get that excessive sweat out, then definitely grab yourself some Arson, because this little bottle packs quite a punch, and don't underestimate it, guys. Start off with one, give it even up to an hour to hit, and see how you're feeling on it. Stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, and watch that workout explode. You can pick up the Arson pre-workout over on blackstonelabs.com as well as nutricartel.com. I'm going to link all the info below with the discount code so you guys could save a little bit of money while supporting the channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it to be beneficial, then like this video. Comment below. Tell me if you've ever tried the Arson pre-workout fat burner, if you've had any good or bad experiences with it. I want to hear from you guys, my beloved Stim Junkie community. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.